Hello, guys. We have with us Rohan Patankar, and we will try to understand his journey. He's still a fresher. He's just passed out in 2023, and he's made some amazing transition in data science. And I'll say you guys, the role that he's currently having, it is an amazing role. It is something related to MLOPS. So we'll try to understand his entire journey. And he has, I hope you have also got equity in a specific company, right, Rohan? Uh, so
Yeah, sure.
we will be talking about all those things, Rohan. So first of all, welcome to this amazing podcast. Before I start, Rohan, just a brief background introduction about you. You know your education background and all. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, sure. My name is Rohan, and I am recent graduate of BTech 2023. I'm studied from Jain University, Bangalore, and also I'm working as a lead MLOps engineer at Tarang.ai, also known as MLX. So yeah, this is all about myself.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
about your education background? Like, as I probably heard about you, right?
Mhm.
You're passed out in
Mhm.
2023. Obviously, the college
Correct.
degree you have got in
Correct.
2023, but you have
Mhm.
been working from second year of engineering, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
tell
sir.
me about that journey. How were you able to get a work in 20 probably in your third year or in your second year?
Okay.
And probably you're also saying that you probably worked with some multiple clients and all. So you can probably talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Basically, I started my data science journey around mid of 2019 when I started as a first year BTech. So at that time, I started to learn all the things. When I started everything, first I went to your channels and then I started to learn everything with respect to machine learning, statistics, Python, and everything. So after that, I was able to be good in that particular field. After that, 2020, the corona came. So because I got a lot of time to
So
learn
first of all,
everything with
when did you
respect to,
start learning?
yeah.
In your first year or second year? When did you
So
start
in
learning?
first, in second, second semester. So in first year only.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So yeah,
great.
after learning 6 months, 6 month continuously, then I was like in a good, like I had a good technical knowledge with respect to all the things that you have taught in your YouTube channel. So
Mm,
after that, I
mm.
had some of the friends who were working as software developer in some of the companies. So I just told them to refer me as an intern so that I can learn new technologies and so on. So luckily, I just got interview from that company named something called as Valuecom Info Solution Private Limited. So there I particularly gave a 2 round interview and then I particularly went to that company as a backend developer intern. So there I got to learn multiple things with respect to Python backend, with respect to Django, Flask, and building cloud solutions, like deploying that to cloud and all the cloud computing stuff. I learned a lot of things over there. Like around 4 months I worked over there. So after that, I left that company because my college started again in mid of second year, so I couldn't continue that job. So I left that. And after that, in college also, like I was because my core branch is in data science. My BTech is in data science. So in college also, I learned a lot of things with respect to like big data analytics and cloud computing and so on. So I was preparing and building some end-to-end projects, and for a couple of like years, like 1 2 years, I was doing that continuously with consistency. And after that,
Mm.
I started. I when I was coming in like third year of end of third year, so I applied. I started to apply for off campus because on campus, the main problem was like I was not able to get any the companies which was with respect to data science because
Mm.
most of the companies was like coming with respect to software engineering or like business analyst or like with respect to testing and so on. So I was not interested in that field. So I started to apply for off
Mm.
campus. So I applied like through LinkedIn, Naukri, and also with respect to Cut Short. And I was able to crack multiple interviews at that time, like when I was like end of third year BTech. So I
Mm.
got some offer from Synaptica as a AI engineer intern. So there
Mm.
I particularly worked as a AI engineer intern for 7 months. So after that, I thought that they will give full time offer. So after that, due to some company's financial and recession problems and all, so they fired me,
Mm.
saying that they will not hire me as a full time engineer and so on. So I
So
again my
they
nervous got
fired you
started,
or
and
they let you go? They fired you or they
like
let
not
you go?
fired basically. They just let me go, like we are not hiring
Ah,
you just for interns, yeah, like that basically.
okay.
So after
Mm.
that, my nervous got started again. Basically, it was a recession also, as pressure also,
Mm.
and also my college
Mm.
placement got over. So
Mm.
again, I made a new resume. with respect to which was like a completely professional resume, which was having a ETS score of 80. So I was
Mm-hmm.
started again to apply for jobs. So at that time, I was getting a huge number of calls because my resume was like very much good at that time, and also I got shortlisted for around 10 companies. But the problem was the companies was expecting NLP and 2+ year experience. But somehow I was able to
Mm-hmm.
manage that. And when I was going to like last round, so they were asking me some advanced questions like with respect to like design principles and MLOPS architecture and so on. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like very difficult for me to understand that things because as a fresher we can't learn everything, right? So I got
Mm-hmm.
rejected, like around 10 companies I got rejected. So after that, I took some time to learn all those things. Like I took around 1 month or 20 to 30 days I took. And after that, I
Mm-hmm.
started to learn all the books like with respect to design principles of O'Reilly, ML system design, and also how to build scalable, efficient backend solutions for Python using Python, and what is the cloud computing. All the like books I referred from O'Reilly and some of the blogs articles, and try to implement
Mm-hmm.
end-to-end solutions from there also while learning the things parallelly. So after that,
Mm-hmm.
I started again. I started to apply again, like after a couple of like after 1.5 months. So at that time, I used to like I got around 4 offers from the company, by like
Mm-hmm.
which was paying a good amount of money, like 12 to 20 lakhs package, that like that in the range of that. I was able to crack that.
Mm-hmm.
So and after some time, I chose one company as to join that. Basically, I got offer letter and everything. But one guy like messaged me like in LinkedIn saying that I have a good business plan. So can you join our team? I liked your profile, so I wanted a guy who can help us to contribute and build some end-to-end ML ops application like LLM application or like stable diffusion products out and deploy that to production level kind of thing. So it was like
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So I thought like why not to like give a try. Like he said he just give me like a interview link. So okay, I just joined that interview link. So in that he asked some of the questions with respect to machine learning operations and everything. Everything I knew that. So what and all things I learned, the same thing he asked over there. And some of the coding problems like from lead code, like some hard question he asked, like from the for
Mm-hmm.
example like input a number and the output will be with respect to like in words, like some lead code hard level question asked. So I was able to easily solve that by 30 to 45 minutes. After that I like somehow passed that interview. So after that he asked me like whether he will be like joining that company or not. So because it's something early stage startup, and that salary also like not that much that I was getting in previous offer. So I thought like to join this particular company so that I can particularly learn a lot of things over there, and also like I will be a part of business and so on. So that's why that is a main point, like plus point for me to begin my journey with, because something it is like
Mm-hmm.
a unique particular thing I
Yeah.
can learn. Also like technical as well as business, both I can able to handle with. So that's why like I just joined that company and left the previous offer. And yeah, so this is how the journey was, and here I'm
As
implementing
as
all the
as you said that
yeah.
this is the time to take the risk, probably. So you
Yeah.
probably joining this kind of
So
startup.
yeah, so company we can join every time. Like any company we can able to join. That I know that I have confidence. But this kind of opportunities we get once in a lifetime. But we can't like because
Okay.
I'm a person. We are the person like who will build a company from ground. So this
Mm.
will be the very exciting and very particular challenging for all of us to build this. That's why I just chose
Okay.
this thing. Yeah. So this
Okay.
is how my
Okay,
things
Rohan.
got started.
What this question will be super important since you are
Yeah.
working from so much time. Specifically from
Yeah.
second year. Even though you're a student, you tried something else. You tried to probably do that, right? Now,
Yeah.
for those people, if they really want to start, the first thing is that they usually ask like, what kind of questions were asked in interview, right? Yes, you have given
Mhm.
some brief background. Coding round was there and all. Can you briefly talk
Mhm.
about some of the topics, like what all questions they had specifically asked to you and all?
So basically, the main question they were asking was the thing I was interviewed for multiple companies. They were
Hmm.
expecting everything. Like basically, I haven't given interview for MNCs, but I have given interview for a lot of startups. Basically, so in there they were expecting everything from a candidate, like whether it is machine learning, whether it is deep learning, whether it is building web applications, backend, cloud, everything what they were asking. So complete
Hmm.
tech stack they were asking for from me basically. So
Hmm.
if I tell with respect to that, so don't focus
Hmm.
on machine learning, just focus on building a complete product. Like for example,
Mm.
building a data pipeline,
End-to-end
building
project
a
solution.
end-to-end project,
End-to-end
correct.
project
So
with the entire
yeah,
CD,
for
CI/CD
example, I have
pipeline
seen,
deployment.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Some of the students I've seen that they only focus on just machine learning. Like they will tell like just model building and that's it.
Mm.
That
Mm.
will not be useful until unless you have the product that people can use. So it won't be bring value if you just build machine learning solutions and not deploying that productions so that other people can use that. So yeah, this is all about that.
Definitely, startups are probably looking for people who can work in multiple
Mhm.
sectors. Let it
Multiple
be front
sectors.
end deployment, because obviously startup will be in crunch with respect to the resources. So it is
Yeah.
always good that you really need to know how to probably implement an end-to-end solution, think about the deployment mechanism and how you can make it
Mhm.
scalable. Perfect, Rohan. Perfect.
Yeah.
Rohan, let's take any one company and talk about your interview process, how it went. Okay, detail it.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
that
I
will
will
give an
talk.
idea.
Yeah,
Mm,
so I will talk about my one of the company that I got 20 lakh
mm,
offer that I will tell. So
mm,
first round was interview round. So basically like assignment round. So they
mhm,
will give one problem statement in which they
mhm,
will give some data set. So we need to solve that in some of the 1 week or like 3 4 days. We need to solve and we need to submit that in Google Drive and we need to submit that GitHub link. So in that
okay.
statement, I got like a NLP statement it was. So something
Mm,
classification statement. So we need to build a sentiment classification problem with respect to the data set they have given. It's like a classification, like
mm,
binary classification problem. And build an API
mm,
on top of that and deploy that to
mm.
EC2 machine. That's another problem
Okay.
I got.
EC2 instance.
So yeah,
Okay.
EC2 instance, yeah, deploying that to via
Mm,
Docker. So this is the problem
mm,
statement I got. So yeah, it
mm,
was like around 4 days time.
mm,
So solved that and I gave the solution link and everything. So after that, in first round, it was like a coding round basically. So in that coding round, they will asking with respect to like basic string list comprehension, JSON dictionaries, and everything. They will give a question like input and output. So like this question they will give like couple of like
mm,
2 to 3 problems they gave me. So one was with respect to two sum from that lead code one, same question they asked, and two other was related to like a pandas one. So they gave me
mm,
data and they particularly said me to merge that two tables and make a average of the time that the dataset value was having.
mm,
So I solved that.
mm,
So I solved that problem. I took around 30 minutes to solve three like one problem each. So yeah,
mm,
so this was the first round. So second round
mm,
was this one like theoretical round with respect to machine learning, deep learning, NLP concept, and so on. So in that round,
mm,
they were mostly asking like core concept, what is the classification, what is regression, what is object detection, what is YOLO, what does the
mm,
internal part of YOLO build is architecture is basically worked on, and
mm,
also like what is anchor boxes, what is segmentation, what is how can you make a use case on segmentation, and also like
mm,
BERT algorithms, where on the use cases you will be using that BERT algorithms for real time, and so on.
mm,
So it was mostly on focusing like intuitions of machine learning, like all the things they were asking. So it was also like mostly on mathematics and statistics and machine learning concept, core concept. And after
mm,
that, third round was with respect to this one, like design principles. Like for example,
mm,
like mostly on core MLOPS concept. Like how can
mm,
you build the infrastructure? Basically, I'm having this real-time data. So how can you build the
mm,
solution for this? Like how can you build the continuous training pipeline for this? And how can you what are tools that will be suitable for this kind of things? And so on. Like
mm,
what are the experimental tracking tools? And how can you basically
mm,
use the Terraform to make the complete automation of cloud and everything. They were
mm,
asking this kind of questions. So this
mm.
was also like mostly technical, like all the technical point of view. This was also like the third round, and fourth round was HR round. So it was like
Mm.
normal, like basics of like salary discussions and everything. So basically, this is
Okay.
something the main things will be
So
happening
what I
on.
get from the idea is that specifically if you're probably targeting startup companies, guys, prepare everything and go. Okay. At least
Yeah,
develop a product. You will be able to answer most of the things, I guess. Right, Ron?
yeah,
If
correct,
you if
100%.
you have probably developed an end-to-end product with deployment, with probably in all the infrastructure, with workflows and all, I think you will be able to easily explain that. But again, startup interviews will be quite amazing because that many amount of work you have to probably do when you probably go to the startup. Perfect. So
Yeah.
Rohan, now let's talk about what suggestion would you like to give anyone who is specifically preparing in this? since you are now probably you are acting as a lead MLOps engineer, so you basically have become a from fresher you are doing this, but you're working from second year. That is one amazing thing. So for those people who are still preparing, what you really want to tell them, because sometimes they also feel frustrated they are not getting calls.
Mhm.
Okay, what was your source of getting interviews? It was mostly LinkedIn, right?
LinkedIn, and mostly LinkedIn, and some of the things was cut short. Cut short was a
Okay.
platform where we can able to apply the jobs and everything. It's only for freshers. Basically, I can recommend it for freshers. Cut short. And LinkedIn,
Okay. Perfect.
basically, you need to message the recruiters so that
Hmm.
you can able to get the responses from them. So yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to tell those people who are still
Mhm.
preparing? What are the do's and don'ts that you have to probably consider while you're preparing with respect to data science?
Yeah, sure. So my thing is, don't focus on only machine learning. So machine learning will not get you anywhere. Just focus on building software, like software development. So first, be very good in software development, like building backend, building front end, and so on. So after that, start machine learning, in which you can able to integrate that solutions and so on. So if you only focus on machine learning as a fresher, you won't get any job because, as I see, most of the companies for freshers they're hiring for full stack developers, like database developers and so on. So less of the companies who mostly focus on like machine learning machine learning engineers for freshers. So learn machine learning and both more machine learning and Python development, backend development parallelly, so that you can able to
Mm,
crack very easily. So this is
mhm.
the one thing and also
Very
like
nice. Very
nowadays like
nice.
nowadays LLMs are booming. So start
LLMs.
studying that.
LLMs.
Yeah, start studying that also, and also stable diffusions and
In
LLMs
short,
tools.
if I like to
Yeah,
give one suggestion over here is that make yourself updated always. So
updated
whenever new
always.
things are probably coming, you really need to keep yourself updated. Any MLOps tools
Yeah,
are probably coming, you have to keep yourself updated, right? Perfect.
yeah.
So Rohan, what do you think, right? With respect to data science, will anyone will be able to work in this specific industry? Is it possible that any person from any other background can also make a transition to data science?
Yeah, obviously he can. Like it is basically just studying and basically it's all about learning. No, like it is not like a restriction for if you're non-IT background, you can't make transition. It's not. It's like a myth. So anyone can able to make a transition. Just focus on learning and be consistent every day. Not like studying one day and basically not studying for rest of the 4 5 days. Learn every day, and you can able to crack it very easily. So
Perfect,
yeah.
perfect, Rohan. Yeah, Rohan. So most of the information probably we have got it, and I think all the audience has been motivated by your story.
Mhm,
Definitely, any pointers that you really want to give the freshers, just like you, like who
mhm,
are still in colleges, what
mhm.
they should really do to probably become industry ready oriented, or they are ready to work as a data scientist. Because many freshers says
Okay.
that there is no openings for freshers, right? This kind of
Okay. Yeah.
terms you have
Correct.
also may have heard. Did you hear about
Yeah.
this? Like where they say that still there is not many jobs for freshers. But what do you think with respect to this?
So jobs, there are multiple jobs. Just it depends on you how you can add a value to the company. So basically, my thing is most of the freshers just focus on machine learning. Like, they will start with machine learning without having prior
Mm,
knowledge of Python and so on. So first start with
mm,
DSA. So it's very important
mm,
as a fresher because like if you tell me, so completely skip DSA at start. And later onwards, I realized that DSA is very much important to crack any interviews because at last coding is the one you are solving in the company, right? So you need to have like a very good coding knowledge with respect to this thing. So DSA can help you in that way. So I suggest first focus on DSA and computer science fundamentals like database management systems, hoops, and computer networking and everything. And after that, start studying machine learning. This will particularly like keep you out of other like who are studying only machine learning. If you are studying everything, then I think you can able to crack in better way and like you will be having
okay.
confidence. Not only like you can not only like go to companies, otherwise you can able to make freelancing also. Like you can have that much capability to solve any kind of problems that you are getting in real world. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, Fan, one final question. I know
Yeah.
you have to answer this. Okay, many people had asked this also. How were
Yeah,
you
yeah.
able to manage equity in this new company?
So basically, it was not at first was not the discussion. We didn't had that. So
Yeah.
like as you know, like like we are building multiple solutions based upon stable diffusion and LLMs and so on. So at
Mm,
first it was like it is 3 months old early stage startup. Basically, I was working on everything at start. Like I was the only person who was handling everything. And basically he saw my work. It was like very much he impressed, like he got him very much impressed about my work and everything. So he got
Mm.
to discussion that okay, I will give this much percent equity as a LLP. I will give LLP so that we can make agreement, and so that you can be a part of business, and in future if you build any kind of a profit, then I will be like, and so on. Like something we have discussed with respect to this one.
Very nice.
And
Very
yeah,
nice.
so yeah, yeah.
So it's
So this
more
is about
about your skill set, right? From the skill
skill
set, you
set,
are able to
correct.
do that and you're able to convince
Yet,
that, right?
yeah, yeah. At first, we didn't have
Okay.
any conversation. Afterwards, after seeing my works and all, he came to conclusion that okay, he's also making a lot of contribution because I was working. I'm working currently 15 hours, 16 hours daily in that company. Like
And
basically,
that is
like
how
it's a
startup
new technology.
works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
that is
So
how startup works.
what
Great, great,
works.
great.
So
So
yeah,
thank you for your time, Rohan. This was quite amazing podcast. I hope, guys, you are able to get motivated and you are hope you got the entire story of Rohan. Even though you are a college student, even though you are a fresher, if you have the jill to add skills and values in a specific company, anybody will be able to make a transition, and it will be quite rewarding. Like you can probably see with respect to Rohan. And if you don't know, guys, I have also reviewed Rohan resume in one of the video. So I will probably put that particular video link in the description of this particular video. If you really want to check out Rohan's resume also, it will be available over there. So thank you, Rohan. This was it from our side, guys. I hope you like this particular video. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you, Rohan. Have a great day. Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you, sir. Yeah.